The Space Shuttle Explorer, commanded by veteran astronaut Matt Kowalski, is in Earth orbit to service the Hubble Space Telescope. Dr. Ryan Stone is aboard on her first space mission to perform hardware upgrades on the Hubble. During a spacewalk, Mission Control in Houston warns Explorer's crew about a rapidly expanding cloud of space debris accidentally caused by the Russians having shot down a presumed defunct spy satellite, and orders the crew to return to Earth immediately. She cannot re-establish communication with Kowalski or Earth, and concludes that she is the sole survivor. Inside the station, a fire breaks out. Forcing her to rush to the Soyuz, she enters Tiangong's Shenzhou capsule just as the station enters the upper atmosphere, undocking the capsule just in time. As she maneuvers the Soyuz away from the ISS, the tangled parachute tethers snag, preventing the spacecraft from leaving. Stone performs a spacewalk to cut the cables, succeeding just as the debris field returns, destroying the station. Stone angles the Soyuz towards Tiangong, but discovers that the engine has no fuel. Communication with Mission Control is lost shortly after, as more communication satellites are disabled by debris. As she begins to lose consciousness, she experiences a hallucination of Kowalski, telling her to rig the Soyuz as soft landing rockets to propel the capsule towards Tiangong. Stone regains the will to go on, restoring the spacecraft's oxygen flow and rigging the landing rockets to propel the capsule towards Tiangong. Radio communication from Houston informs Stone that she has been tracked on radar and that rescue crews are on their way. She opens the hatch, but is unable to exit due to water rushing in. She takes a deep breath and holds it until the capsule sinks, allowing her to swim through the hatch. She sheds her so-called spacesuit that is weighing her down and crawls onto the beach before standing and walking away. Debris strikes the Explorer and Hubble, tearing Stone from the shuttle. Kowalski, using a manned maneuvering unit, rescues Stone, and they return to the Explorer, discovering that the shuttle has suffered catastrophic damage and the rest of the crew are dead. As they approach the station, they see that the ISS's crew has evacuated using one of its two Soyuz spacecraft. The remaining craft exhibiting damage and unable to return to Earth, Kowalski suggests using it to travel to the nearby Tiangong space station, N1 100 kilometers away, in order to board the Shenzhou spacecraft to return to Earth. Out of air and fuel, the two try to grab onto the ISS. Their tether snags on one of the station's solar panels. Stoney's leg gets entangled in the Soyuz's parachute cords and she grabs a strap on Kowalski's suit, but the cords will not support them both. Despite Stone's protests, Kowalski detaches himself from the tether to save her from drifting away with him. Stone is pulled back towards the ISS while Kowalski floats away. Stone and Kowalski decide to use the MMU to reach the International Space Station, which is in orbit about 1,450 kilometers away. Kowalski estimating that they have 90 minutes before the debris field completes an orbit and threatens them again. On their way to the ISS, the two discuss Stone's home life and her daughter, who died young in an accident. Stone enters the space station via the airlock of the Pirs module after an attempt at radio communication with an Inuk on Earth. Stone resigns herself to her fate and shuts off the cabin's oxygen supply to commit suicide. Unable to dock with Tiangong, Stone ejects herself from the Soyuz and uses a fire extinguisher as a makeshift thruster to travel to the rapidly deorbiting Tiangong. The Shenzhou capsule re-enters the atmosphere and lands in a lake. Thanks for watching. Follow for more.